Hey guys, Exploring with Chelsea here. The following video that you're about to see is a difficult video in terms of it's about America's history and what happened. So, what the following video is Manzanar, and it's this particular camp is in California. And what it was is the United States during World War II rounded up all the Japanese people and put them in these camps because they were afraid that America was going to be attacked again. And it's a part of history, something that we can't change. But given the fact that what happened to America, I can understand why people were afraid. But with that also being said, we are human, and I don't know. In all honesty, I don't know how things could have been different. Um, I'm not saying that this was good. I'm not saying that it was bad. I don't know how things were different, and I can't speak for the people who were in these camps. Um, there was a handful of camps around the United States. From my knowledge, they're mostly in California, Arizona, and Nevada areas. But it's kind of difficult because in the United States did come out and apologize, but it was years after the fact. Um, Now, this place did become a national park back in 2008, um, and it was very historical. This place is for the very reason, and the artifacts that you'll see in this video are artifacts that were donated by the families that were in the camp out in California. Um, as it says, it's one camp, 10,000 lives, which means 10,000 stories. Forgive me, the doggy's here. He wanted some attention, and I wasn't feeling the greatest today, so he came and joined me. Um, so this particular camp was opened in the spring of 1942 when the U.S. Army turned abandoned downtown site of Manzanar into a camp that would confine over 10,000 Japanese Americans and Japanese immigrants. Um, Margaret Inchino later said, I was put into a camp as an American citizen, which is against the Constitution because I had no due process. It was only because of my ancestry. So this is, as it says, for decades before World War II, politicians, newspapers, and labor leaders fueled anti-Asian sentiment in the Western United States. This prevented people of that culture to become American citizens because of their fears, Americans' fears of what they can do. They thought it would probably be insider trade, and they didn't want somebody to attack the United States again, especially after Pearl Harbor. So this gives you an idea of what these camps were like. This particular camp was had their own fire station, had their own police station, um, and it was very informational. The I'm trying to remember how big it was. If I remember correctly, it was only like 3 acres. Um, but yeah, um, this is pretty big. But this gives you an idea as to how big the camp was. This is a map of it. And I have included that along with what this brochure says about it so that you guys can learn more. Um, a lot of the people and the information was very, it was very intriguing to me to learn about the stories of these people, of the Japanese immigrants and everything like that. And they did have a school on site. Um, They grew stuff, they grew their own food, they had housing on there, and usually it was multiple people in one housing unit. And please, if anybody has stories about this particular what happened at Manzanar, please reach out to me. I would like to learn more, and I would like to learn your perspective, or the stories that your family told you, or your particular stories. So please reach out to me, and I would do a follow-up video on this. But it was very moving for me just knowing, because this is America's history and this is lives that were changed. So please enjoy the video. I hope you learned something. Um, I say that we need to learn from our history so that we can prevent it from happening again. Um, Sometimes we don't know what's going to happen until it happens, but as long as we learn from the past and we go forward, um, as I said, please reach out to me if somebody personally had family or was in this camp itself. Please reach out to me. I would love to learn more, and I would love to attach that to this video and share your story if you're willing. So please enjoy this video. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and stick around for more adventures coming up. Thanks, guys.